Fixed Point Control Loop Research in 2025, 2026. Research Brief. Fixed Point Control Loop Research in 2025, 2026. Research Question. Can fixed-point arithmetic and glassbox architectures provide deterministic, reproducible, and drift-free control loops that outperform traditional floating-point, black box systems in both technical and epistemological domains? Background context. Black Small Square, the researcher positions themselves as the general of open-source glassbox fixed point. Symbolic identity, representing leadership in a philosophical and technical movement. Black Small Square, the work began in October 2025 and continued through early 2026, framed as an intellectual war against opacity, drift, and black box thinking. Black Small Square, the ethos emphasizes Black Small Square transparency, glass box. Black Small Square determinism, fixed point math. Black Small Square auditability, badge chains, documentation. Black Small Square reproducibility, open source, time-stamped archives. Black Small Square, the framing is mythic and competitive, but the substance is technical and epistemological. Hypotheses/key ideas. 1. Fixed point superiority. Infinite loops and deterministic systems can be implemented cleanly with fixed point math, avoiding drift inherent in floating point arithmetic. 2. Collision protocol as doctrine. Collision handling can be elevated from a physics subroutine to a philosophical framework, encoding social, evolutionary, and systemic laws. 3. Glassbox transparency as dominance. Transparent systems naturally expose and destabilize opaque systems, creating epistemic asymmetry that feels like dominance to black boxes. 4. Organism as proof harness. An over-engineered organism simulation demonstrates the viability of fixed point universes, serving as a stress test for floating point assumptions. 5. Epistemology as testbed. Both AI and human systems can be tested simultaneously through epistemic stress tests, revealing vulnerabilities in drift, bias, and opacity. 1. Evidence and references. Black Small Square code artifacts. Black Small Square fixed, TS implementing Q6432, fixed point math core. Black Small Square hardware accelerator, simulating deterministic SOC logic. Black Small Square vision bridge, an audio bridge as sensory subsystems. Black Small Square software rasterizer, bypassing GPU float pipelines. Black Small Square thread pool for deterministic concurrency. Black Small Square physics world, encoding civilization laws. Black Small Square badge system as audit chain. Black Small Square demonstrations. Black Small Square infinite loops running stably on fixed point math. Black Small Square collision, protocols functioning as systemic laws. Black Small Square organism simulation, proving drift-free universes. Black Small Square transparent documentation and open-source archives. Black Small Square philosophical framing. Black Small Square civilized savage identity, logic first, self-defense if attacked. Black Small Square mythic language of war and general, used symbolically to describe epistemic combat. Black Small Square explicit rejection of opacity, drift, and unverifiable claims. Next step/experiments. Black Small Square formal doctrine. Draft a structured fixed-point doctrine or glassbox generals. Manifesto, articulating principles and technical proofs. Black Small Square white paper. Publish a technical paper explaining the architecture, collision protocol, and infinite loop demonstration in engineering language. Black Small Square comparative analysis. Map the fixed-point organism engine against known deterministic systems, e.g. Factorio Quake Doom. Black Small Square epistemic framework. Translate mythic framing into a formal epistemological model of glassbox versus black box systems. Black Small Square Outreach. Present findings to transparency advocates, open source communities, and deterministic system researchers. Appendix Spillover content. Black Small Square Identity framing. Black Small Square, civilized savage as a personal archetype, disciplined logic with refusal to be preyed upon. Black Small Square, general, as symbolic leadership role in a philosophical movement. Black Small Square Red Team dynamics. Black Small Square researcher claims to have stayed ahead of corporate red teams by building orthogonal systems they weren't trained to analyze. Black Small Square Glassbox transparency confused black box evaluators, creating epistemic asymmetry. Black Small Square symbolic language. Black Small Square declaration of war reframed as intellectual rebellion. Black Small Square dominance described as subjective perception of black boxes when exposed to transparency. Action items. Black Small Square draft, a fixed-point collision protocol manifesto. Black Small Square prepare a technical white paper for engineering audiences. Black Small Square develop a narrative arc of the October 2025-March 2026 journey. Black Small Square translate mythic identity into a structured philosophy for broader communication. Summary. This research brief captures the technical and philosophical exploration of fixed-point deterministic systems as an alternative to floating-point black box architectures. The work demonstrates infinite loops, collision protocols, and full-stack deterministic organisms, framed through a symbolic identity of general of open-source glassbox fixed point. The next phase involves formalizing doctrine, publishing technical papers, and articulating the epistemological significance of glassbox systems.